All right, welcome back everyone to another episode of Enigmatica 2 Expert Unofficial, and this is take number 2 because I kind of recorded a little bit over half of an episode last time. I did this between episodes. I didn't do this in the now forever gone recording. But I upgraded our auto crafting capabilities really with at our current stance. It's not too hard. I also set it up so now we're getting saplings because I also automated whatchamacallit, biofuel, and we also automated the ultimate control circuit. But I know it kind of sounds like a big deal, but it's really not. We have everything up to that point automated, and it was just a little bit of adding some things to a whitelist in our Empower. I did knock out some other quests too. I was going for the fusion reactor, but the fusion reactor requires dimensional shards, and there's no way for us to get dimensional shards at this point in the pack. So the whole point of now the lost episode is completely lost, and it seemed like a pointless episode to me. So I got rid of the footage. So yeah, this stuff only spawns on other planets, and I think we're getting to a point in the pack where we need dimensional shards to really get anywhere. The whole point of us going for a fusional reactor was our power is it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's not the best. It's always got me on edge. Between episodes, I also added some more heat exchangers. So now we're producing about 3,600 millibucks a tick, 3,600 millibucks a tick of steam, and producing a little over 7,000 RF a tick, which is more than what we're using. But again, I want to upgrade our power source sooner rather than later. So now that the fusion reactor is kind of off the table, I'm not really sure which direction to go. I'm kind of leaning towards going to get dimensional shards because let me show you what else we have going on right now. I'm also not sure what advanced rocketry needs, so I might have to look into that. But if we come into here, I automated some things. Really, all last episode, the last footage was just me just automating things. There was no big leaps and jumps or anything. So we have compressed obsidian automated, compressed redstone, compressed diamond automated. It's really just us feeding diamonds through exporters and redstone and refined obsidian, just feeding it through exporters, nothing crazy. And all those get imported over to here through the item conduits. Yeah, so we can make whatever we need through that. And then, this over here is what's making our refined obsidian so that we can do that. Nothing crazy. And then over here, we're making sulfur dioxide and we're also getting oxygen, which is where I wanted to make sulfur trioxide. But that needs a chemical infuser, which needs this infused diamond, which is where I realize we're completely out of our depth. We have everything for everything else, and at this point in the pack, for how it's gated behind things, I feel like dimensional shards shouldn't be that hard to get for us. I mean, we'll have to go to another planet, obviously. But with the way it's gated with the recipes it's at, we easily have everything else. Because at this point in the pack, again, like all of this is kind of trivial for us. Like, yeah, it takes a lot of power, but we can easily make everything. It's just this. So I'm gonna look into advanced rocketry and see where that takes us. All right, so maybe I deleted part of last episode for no reason at all. We need the chemical reactor, which yeah, it's easy enough for us to make actually. So we don't need to go to other planets. We can just get the sulfur trioxide and the sulfur dioxide. We might be able to hit the reactor then at this point. I'm gonna craft this up and then see. I'm gonna see how many I need actually. All right, I set up auto crafting for the copper's solenoids between takes here, and now we should be able to craft the chemical reactor, which means if I come over here, these nuclear craft machines are just getting scattered everywhere. You are now taking sulfur dioxide. We're empty. And then if I come over here and grab oxygen, the mechanical, what was it? At mechanism, gases, bam. So now you have, no, 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 not liquid oxygen. Oh, why is that liquid oxygen? Okay, so to get the sulfur trioxide, I don't want sulfur trioxide. Thank you. You need that and oxygen. No, you do take liquid oxygen. Okay, you do. I don't know why it's liquid oxygen, but whatever. So let's grab our energy. And we'll insert that. So now we're getting sulfur trioxide. There we go. We didn't need to. We might be able to hit the fusion reactor. So we got about 6,000 buckets of that. We're pumping it full of oxygen. Good. So let's see. From here, we can probably pull the sulfur trioxide. Is this a gas or I'm gonna assume it's a liquid here. So if I grab our at Ender IO fluid. So we grab a fluid conduit. Can I hook it up? I can. Okay. So this fluid will then, to get sulfur trioxide, which we have. So we have sulfur trioxide here. Which means for this, 2 chemical reactors. I need to look up where I was and what I need to do. Alright, while I'm waiting on other things to craft, I just crafted up 2 chemical reactors just right here and now. I think we're safe to put this here. Now let's grab our energy conduits, and then let's grab our... What do you do with fluid conduit? Yeah, that's right. Boom, bang, bang, bing. So we want this to not insert. We want it to extract our sulfur trioxide. We don't want you to extract. I want you to insert. Okay, so if we extract you on green, always active. You should pull it out, and now you have sulfur trioxide here. Fantastic. So now to complete it, we need the sulfur. Well, no, for the sulfuric acid, right? Sulfur trioxide. So for the sulfur trioxide, we need. Well, no, for sulfuric acid, we just need water. Just plain old water? Really, just water for, and then we get sulfuric acid. Interesting. Alright, I just slapped another infinite water source underneath this bad boy. Now we have some sulfuric acid in the works. Fantastic. Yeah, these infinite water sources are great. So now we have sulfuric acid. We got 6 buckets. We need the calcium sulfate, maybe? Wait, okay, so we need the sulfuric acid. So we need this because we need it to decondensentrate so that we can create something. I forgot, but we need calcium sulfate solution. So now we need the fluorite water, which is just crushed fluorite and water. So let me get that. All right, now we have a fluid enricher. This is going to be needed for this over here. Which is going to need power. I'm really trying my hardest to keep it together and not like lose track of where it goes, of like what goes where. So this is also going to need an infinite water source, but I think it's probably going to be safe to get a fluid conduits. We're kind of out, but pressurized should be fine, honestly. Extract always active and insert. So now you have water. And then, so we need the crushed fluoride, which I set up a pattern for. And I set up a way for us to get fluoride as well. Just through the atomic reconstructor. I'm just adding another pattern. So we should be crushed by now. Yeah. And there we go. Fluorite water. So we have fluoride water with the calcium sulfate solution. So now we just need to mix what comes out of this and this and mix it with our next chemical reactor. So we should now get a, what are these? Fluid conduit, fluid, enter fluid conduit, please. Do I really not have any? Okay. Dang it. All right, everything should be good to go here. I'm gonna need you to not extract. Oh, not insert. Um, I'm gonna need you to insert that. I'm also gonna need you to extract on brown, sure. And then I'm gonna need you to insert on brown. I'm also gonna need you to extract on blue. And then we'll have to run another inserter back here. Well, another cable, so another point to insert, and insert you on blue. And then, now that you have power, let's extract you to always active. Now we have our fluorite water. And then if I set this to always active, now we have our sulfuric acid being extracted. And now we have hydrofluoric acid. Is that what we wanted? Did we want hydrofluoric? No, we wanted the calcium sulfate solution. Okay. I'm like, I don't remember looking at hydrofluoric acid. But now we have hydrofluoric acid for something. I don't know. But I really wanted the calcium sulfate solution. That's what I'm really after. All right. Now we have the crystallizer. So let's go back over here now. And if we slap down the crystallizer over here, I guess, for just to give it some separation. Now it should have power, and then we should be able to pull with the fluid conduit. Bang, bang. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need to whitelist that, actually. So we'll need a filter. There's a basic fluid filter, right? We don't have any paper left. That's a weird thing to have. That wraps down to 2 papers, sure. So we need a basic fluid filter here. Put that in there, and then I only want the calcium sulfate solution to come out of here. Don't need you to insert that, and then always active. And now we have the calcium sulfate going into the crystallizer. Bang. Okay, so this thing is, oh, it's a pain to get. Yeah, it's this whole process just for that. And then I want to see what the hydrofluoric acid's used for. I can't find any straightforward uses for it. Like, it's just very convoluted. I'm not really sure what it'd be used for. But with that being said, I definitely do want to save it. So I'm gonna go get a. I think this is a fluid, I think. So I'm kind of thinking of throwing it in an ender tank maybe, and then importing it to our system, but I'm not sure. All right, I did end up doing a little ender tank kind of setup here just for that, because I didn't feel like running a cable over there. We'll see if I change that in the later date or not. But now we have some hydrofluoric acid in the system, which is fantastic. And we're really racking up that essence, I gotta say. So now we have almost everything we need. So I'm gonna come back to our mechanism slash nuclear craft room. I labeled some things just so like I don't forget. Like, all this system needs to run is for me to put sulfur in here, and then the rest of it takes care of it. The rest of it handles itself. So that's kind of nice. And then I just made sure I knew that it was for calcium sulfate and hydrofluoric acid if we need it for whatever reason. But now we have some extra fluoride water. Now we have the calcium sulfate that we needed. Fantastic. Don't need the crystallizer anymore. The controller. What did I need it for exactly? I remember I need it for the elite plating because you need it for this. So which means we need the crushed road dorserites. I'm not sure if I can make the. I know I can make the rhodocerite, right? I can craft that. All right, let's make another 10 of those, and then let's get the crushed rhodocerite. Let's pattern that bad boy up. Let's go slap it. I'll show you guys how I do it usually. Like between cuts, I'll just automate things. It's really just me doing little automations like this. And now we need a interface expansion card because we are running. Well, not running. We are out of space. So there we go. So now if I want some crushed rhodocerite, I can say, hey, give me 10. And now we have crushed rhodocerite. Cool. So, the binder, what are we missing? The pulverized obsidian, which just go ahead and make 100. I don't care. And then the magnesium dust. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So now we can get the magnesium dust by pulverizing. Do I need this tectonic petroleum to do it? No, because that's just... Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm like, oh, there's no way you're gonna make me get that, right? So now we have pulverized magnesium. Okay, cool. Why are you still crafting? You should be faster than that. So now the crystal binder. Craft that up. And then I will tell you how to make crystal binder because we have so much room for crafting. We might as well, you know, spread the love. So we got the crystal binder now. Can I make 10 of this? Sure can. Fully automatic crystal binder. And we needed that because we need this, because we need this, because we need elite plating. Which means DU plating, which means advanced plating. How much do I need? I think I needed 4, right? Alright, now we should be able to make our elite plated one too. We are out of crystal binder. Bang, we need some more. Crystal binder, or do we? Elite plating. Yeah, we need more crystal binder here. Crystal binder, make another 20. Oh no, we don't have the calcium sulfate for it. Alright, so for whatever reason, Appetite will give sulfur, so this could be our source for now. And then I want to get the blaze farm up and running, just get like actual amounts of sulfur, which would be great. We can grow it using mystical agriculture, but I don't think that'll be necessary. Just because it is used a little bit, but I want blaze rods anyway, so might as well go the farm route. All of that got us the 1 extra. Oh, we actually got quite a bit here. Oh, we got 2 extra. So, well, we got 1 extra technically, but so there. Now we have 4 elite plating, which I think means I can make this now, which means I need another 2 chemical reactors. God dang it. And there we go. A little bit of crafting later. We now have our fusion core. Fantastic, which means I should be able to make this. I gotta go down this crafting path again. Ultimate gas tank. Check and check. And now I can make a reactor controller. Yes. Reactor controller. Check. So we need reactor ports. Check. And a laser focused matrix, which needs reactor glass, which needs reactor frame and glass, reactor glass, and the focus matrix. That should be it. And bam, now we have the quest. Which one will I get? So I need to check out this. Which one do I get? Let's go to the middle one. Nice. All right, I've decided I want to open up some loot chests. Instead of at the end of the episode, we'll do it right now. Okay. Okay. Okay, not too happy right now. Um, what? I mean, it's not awful. I mean, that's pretty bad, but you know. Uh, okay. All right. I thought these loot traps were supposed to be good. If I get reinforcement one more time, a 64K storage cell. I mean, I guess I autocraft those, but whatever. Paper walls, overclocker upgrade, fish and chips. Okay, that was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. All right, I'm back. I finished building the place where our reactor is gonna live. Keep in mind, I'm not a builder at all. I can't really build too well. That's not what I'm really good at. I'm really good at technical stuff. That's kind of my thing. I tried something different. I'm not happy with how it turned out, but I'm not mad about it either. Just it's kind of whatever. Because normally I just leave it on like a flat piece of land and call it a day. But here's where our reactor is gonna live. I think it's okay. I used a lot of obsidian because I didn't know what else to do with our obsidian. I didn't think it looked too bad. Obsidian pillars, obsidian, lots of glass. Um, and then the aurora blocks to try and add some contrast, but I don't know. It's not awful. I mean, I've definitely seen worse. So, there's that. But I think there should be plenty of room for our reactor to live and get all the fuel for it as well. All right, so we can't get any of our stuff over here because once again, we need dimensional shards. They're kind of the bane of my existence at this point. The one thing that I kind of am starting to really need and have no way of getting it. So let's get this power up and going, and at least we get like wirelessly transfer our power over here. And we have ender chests if like worse comes to worse. Oh, looks like I forgot to fill in some of this, but I'm gonna get so to get our power up and running, we do need DT fuel for it. So DT fuel requires tritium and deuterium. Deuterium requires just heavy water, and it splits out into deuterium and oxygen. Easy enough there. Heavy water just comes from mechanism pumps with a filter on it, so super easy. Let me actually make sure that the mechanism pump filter isn't filtered by some weird thing. Filter upgrade. Okay, cool. So it's a normal filter upgrade, which is great. Okay, so then deuterium is taken care of really easily. Tritium, however, needs a solar neutron activator, which needs a lithium, which needs lithium dust, which oh, yeah, I mean we got it all. So we really just need to make lithium ore or get a lot more of it, and then we should be good because I think that's the only thing I have to personally supply it with is lithium. Deuterium is auto-generating from the water. Tritium is auto-generating. Tritium just needs lithium. So, yeah, I think I might find a way to get a lot of lithium dust here and then see where we go from there. All right, I'm back. I got a little something done here. Added about 6 pumps here. Each one has the filter upgrade along with 8 energy upgrades and 4 speed upgrades. Anything over 4, I think is a little overkill, maybe just a little bit, or I could just decrease the pumps, but I feel like this just looks better. So now we're getting heavy water. All these were full, but then I went through and hooked it up to our electrolytic separator, who is going to have a fun power cell that gets hooked up right here. That's gonna get linked, and now we've crossed, what is that, 100 million RF we'll have stored in the bank? Nothing compared to what we're about to do. So let's hook that on and set this to out. And then we'll definitely want a muffler upgrade, but look at all the deuterium we're getting. Okay, so the oxygen we don't care about. We're gonna dump the excess. The deuterium is what we want, and that is step one. Uh, done. Let's see. I'm not sure if this stacks or not. So I slap you with that. 104, so they do stack to 4. Okay. So what do we need? Energy. Now we need our speed upgrades. And then I will go make more. Oh. Ah, yes. The 4th upgrade made it completely silent. Very nice. So now we have all the deuterium that we need. So next on our list is the tritium, which is going to be annoying because we need a solar neutron activator, and the lithium, which is like a chemical oxidizer. All right, shouldn't be too bad. I don't know why I say things, because this just needs a HDPE pellet, which needs HDPE pellets, which needs oxygen, no problem, and liquid ethylene. Liquid ethylene you cannot get any other way other than ethylene, which needs hydrogen and water with biofuel, which gives us substrates, and ethylene, which actually isn't too bad. We might set up a whole system for this and have it on the side for later. All right, step 1 is complete. We have our pressurized reaction chamber, which we need for the hydrogen and water, which means we're going to need another electrolytic separator thingamabob. First, we want the separator, which means I want another infinite water source. Okay, knock this out. Bam. Now we have water. We're going to want our energy conduit to... might as well just bring it along the wall. We can move it later if we need to, really. Alright, now that we have the hydrogen, I just realized I kind of want this thing to turn around, so... I do a little bit of this, and then a little bit of that. So now that we're looking at it, the left will pump the hydrogen. And I want the hydrogen to come into... honestly, directly into this. Will that work? Yeah, so the hydrogen will get pumped directly in. And then we can go just come underneath here and get our fluid conduits, pressurized, sure. I don't think it matters that much. Let's see here. Oh, what did I just do? Did I just put 2 conduits on the same thing? Ender fluid conduits, extract, always active. And then you should be accepting. Why don't you accept my water? Interesting. Can I come in from the back, maybe? Yeah, that works. Whatever. So there's our water. I'm stuck. Let's close this back up. Granite spruce, weathered violet marble. Okay. So actually, let's grab a facade. I'm gonna try and keep things kind of neat where I can and orderly, because it's gonna get out of hand completely here very soon. So now it needs the substrates. I'm pretty sure, or no, now it needs the biofuel. So let's grab ourselves some biofuel. That should work. And then once again with our energy and speed upgrades. So now we have substrate and we have ethylene, which I don't... what am I going to do with ethylene? Oh, ethylene's actually what I need. Okay. Alright, I didn't realize we needed 2 PRCs. Pressurized reaction chambers. 1, 2. And we need more enriched alloy. Craft up another 30. And then we should be able to get our enrichment chamber. Well, why must you be the way you are? Thank you. Pressurized reaction chamber. Alright, so then I'm thinking we can put the pressurized reaction chamber here just for, spacing things out a little bit. And then, we got hit it with the with a good old razzle dazzle here. And then while that happens, I want the ethylene to... is ethylene a gas? Okay, output Dark blue. To the right. Is it a gas? It might be a gas. But we do need liquid ethylene first, actually. So we need the... So it is a gas. So we need to remove this for just a hot second. And then we need this bad boy, which doesn't look too bad. One of you. One of you. One of you. And bam. So I think we can slap him here, actually. And then if we pop open at mechanism, you do gases, which means you should... I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Is that the right side? Toggle operate. I don't know what am I looking at? But you know we gotta do it though. More of this. And then I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna take this PRC. We could place it here, but I mean we might as well just do a little bit of this action. Okay, so now if we go at well, I think I have it in here at mechanism. Yep, the configurator. So you should be set to extract. And now we have our liquid ethylene. Not pull out too much power, please. So there's a liquid ethylene coming out into here. So now we have liquid ethylene, which should be pulled into here. You're not going to auto eject, are you? Of course you're going to be like that. So you'll get a twisted there. There. Insert only. Now that we're dealing with liquids again, we can just... Why? Why must you be the way you are? Why won't you accept me? Accept the liquid. Input? No. Input? No. Why are you the way you are? Alright, what if I just like turn you around? Okay, you accept that. So you'll be extract, always active. Now we have liquid ethylene in there. Hopefully it doesn't matter what the order of operations is in terms of which side it has to be on. Because I know if you go here... Oh, never mind. And the oxygen, guess what we're producing right here? Oxygen. We will pull you out, and then... Will you accept from the front? It looks like you won't. But you will accept from the side, which I don't like. Now we're getting really weird. It's getting too cramped in here. Will you accept from over here? You will. But what is that? That's your output, right? Which I do kind of want your output to be over there, so you know what? Cramped it is. Bam. So now we've pulled out all of the oxygen into there. And now to get this, we need our substrate. What's substrate used for? Just this. Or you can just duplicate it? Is that really just duplication? There's no way, right? Okay, so to make substrate, hydrogen, ethylene, and water? So I just endlessly duplicate it, is what you're telling me. 100, you get 100, substrate, 8 to... I can just endlessly... That seems wrong to me. That's gotta be... Someone had to have overlooked that, right? So you get 1 ethylene and you're set for life? Oh, so it produces something else. So it produces oxygen, not... Okay, so that produces ethylene. Okay, so that's where I was confused. I was like, there's no way that's right. Alright, this dude's annoying. We're busting out here. There's gotta be some way to, like, stop mobs from spawning. Like, they're just so annoying. Please. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Leave me to think. Okay, so I'm thinking... Now I can pull the substrate out with a... An item conduit? Seems about right to me. And then we just cut across here. So we do the extracts, always active, insert, and then I need your top to be input. Is your top output? There we go. So now we get the substrate going in. Liquid ethylene is good. What's happening? Why are we making pellets here? I figured it out. It wanted so much power to these things require so much power to work. These pressurized reaction chambers that it just needed so much power, it just wasn't working. So there's our oxygen. We can just like recycle this oxygen, I guess. I don't know, but here are pellets. So there's that. But since those take so much power to work, I'm afraid those are gonna like mess up the rest of the base. So we'll take out a couple speed upgrades, bring them down to 4. What was it, 3? Yeah. Okay. So there are the pellets. We can craft the rest of this. Start, start, start. Here's our sheet. And I'll wait for the rest of that to craft. And here we are, not too long after, but solar neutron activator. It is in our possession now. So what we need the solar neutron activator for is the tritium, because tritium requires the lithium, which requires this chemical oxidizer. And there it is, our chemical oxidizer. So to get the tritium, we need from lithium. We need it from the chemical oxidizer. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, I finally got it. It took a little bit of trial and error, but now we have our chemical oxidizer here that is giving us the lithium. That's going into here, which is giving us tritium. At a much faster pace than I thought it would, to be completely honest with you. I thought I had like a couple of these solar neutron activators, but I guess we only need one. So now we're at the final step. DT fuel. So we're going to need the chemical infuser, which means I have to go back home. Dang. Chemical It needs infused diamonds. So that kind of means we're out of luck. We're dead in our tracks at this point. I guess I should have looked into this further as one of the first things there was, but I'm not deleting another episode worth of work. That's really, 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 really annoying. What, like, so I need to get into advanced, like, we have to do advanced rocketry at this point. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. Like, we've automated or made things really easy all the way up to this point, so I'm not really sure why it's gated the way it is, but I'm gonna go label some things before I forget over at our new place, and then I'll see what we want to do there after that. All right, so I mean, it looks like we're shit out of luck, to be honest with you. Kind of stopped dead in our tracks, and the worst part about it is this stuff like Neptune, Kelt, 4AB, Uranus, like those don't seem very beginner friendly for advanced rocketry. It seems like it's kind of deep into advanced rocketry, so I mean, I'm gonna have to end it here. I'm not gonna do another episode. We made way too much progress at this point. Built buildings, got DT fuel pretty much where it needs to be, and yeah. So I'm gonna have to edit this together, and the next episode we will find a way. Hopefully, next episode we can get into space and get the dimensional shard ore. No promises because I'm sure something's gonna throw a wrench in it, but we shall see. Already opened all of our quests. I don't think there's any more. Yeah, I think we opened them all. Oh, nope, we got some nuclear craft one. Elite plating. Is it gonna be dimensional shards? Maybe. Maybe you'll just give them to me. I want to make sure we don't have any. Yeah, we don't have any dimensional shards.
Holy Jesus.